Welcome back to Behind the Scenes of Heaven on Earth. Again, no makeup today, but that's okay. So, the truth of why I haven't been showing up. I was getting very consistent about posting every single day, sometimes 3 times a day, super inspired, super energetic, super just on this high of what I'm doing is changing lives because it transformed my life. And I'm trying to get this in the hands of parents for their children so children do not have to spend their adult life healing. And it's so important to me. But the truth is, just like in a relationship, when you give and give and give and give and you don't get anything back, it can be super hard, so you stop giving. And this is where I'm at. Like, I was giving so much, and this is where a lot of people quit in business, is that they don't see the rewards right away. Same with working out, dieting, anything, taking care of yourself. And when you don't see results right away, you want to give up. But at the core of me, I know this is, my divine calling, and this is what I'm meant to do. And I can already see the future version of myself. And I was living in that for so long. But again, because of my past, and it's like almost my subconscious is just proving to me, like, see, Heidi, you're not meant for this. Nobody cares. Because once I stopped showing up, it's not like I was getting messages saying, where are you? We haven't seen you, anything like that. So it's just like, again, my old self trying to prove myself, like, Heidi, what you have to say isn't valuable. People don't care what you have to say, things like that. Even though I know they do, and I know that I've changed people's lives, but it's also that is holding me down, amongst the other things about, my kids going through insecurities that I had before. And, this insurance case right now, and having to go to court and all of that. So there is a lot going on. But it's also, too, like when I think about, putting the games and putting the watching and having entertainment on my phone again, where I haven't had that in 6 years, and where that was just trying to get me stuck in there, is because it is easier. And even like the psychology behind the game, it's like you're moving up on levels and you're getting rewarded and it makes you feel good and things like that. It's just, even the psychology behind a game on your phone just makes you gets that dopamine that maybe I'm not getting from somewhere else, because I'm very alone and things like that. Even though I'm not, like, I look at my life and every day I really am in gratitude, because I lived in a cult and all of the abusive situations I was in, and you think, like, why in the world are you not waking up just so excited still? And I am. And that's why I feel myself coming out of it, and this all coming back. And I know that when you dip down, you come back higher. And so I know all of the facts because I've been through it all before. And I never thought I would ever go back to this. And it's not like it's, oh, I'm back where I was. But there are old habits that are trying to come back. And being consciously aware of what they're doing and things like that is super helpful. Because when I'm spending an hour on a game, like, I feel like crap afterwards. Before I felt like crap too, but I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to take care of it. And now I know it's always actions. And it's doing the things that we don't want to do. And it's making the phone calls and making the appointments and doing the paperwork. And two, it's like, I have all of this value, so I have to learn how to market myself, which is why I'm taking my personal time, my personal money, and investing. I'm asking people to invest in me to transform their life. And while I've had that transformation, there are things that I don't know, like the marketing side of it and making content the correct way and things like that I am personally investing my money into, so that way I can do what I'm meant to do. And so, yes, I do feel myself coming out of it, but it's amazing how much it wants to hold on. And even too, like the guilt of, my kids going through the insecurities that I had and looking for outside validation, other people to make them feel valuable, things like that, where I'm very grateful they can see from me. And that too wants to, just get me stuck in that guilt of saying, I wasn't good enough. And I wish I was better as a parent. And this is all the stuff that, I put on them, not knowing that that's what was going to happen. And that guilt doesn't stay with me so long, because I know that the best thing that I can do for them now is just be the best person I can be, continue to rise, show them by example, have real conversations with them, make them feel emotionally safe, things like that. And those are all things that I'm doing. So I don't stay in that guilt really. It's more so just the escaping that wants to take me back, because I lived in entertainment and the games on my phone for so long. And it's just, that's the easy way, right? It's just easy to not have to think about anything. But I also know how bad it was and how unhealthy I was and how I was just always escaping. It was such bad, low, dense 3D energy. And I don't ever want to live in that. And even though I know that, it's like, why is it tempting for me to go back there? It's because rising and elevating is work, but it's also the most beautiful thing, because I will never really go back there. And that's why even just after a little bit of doing it, like, I feel icky about it. I don't want to do it. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. But that's the truth behind why I've been showing up online like I was, is because I don't feel good about myself for so long. Like, I just did not feel, I was so proud of myself because I wasn't doing the games. I was spending my time and energy on the right things. I was putting the right things in my body, and I'm still doing that. But when I see, like, this is what am I putting into my mind and things like that, I wasn't feeling good about myself. And that's why I wasn't showing up, because I didn't feel genuine in it, because I was so genuine about it before. And I really, like, I was so picky about what's coming into my mind, my body, my soul, all of that. Just a lot of time meditating, connecting to source, which I am source. We are all source. But it was just like, that was what I was doing all of the time. And then having this little bit of escape coming back in made me feel guilty about myself. And that's why it's so easy to stay in shame and guilt, is because just when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't want to take action. But I also know, because I've been through it, is taking action is what gets you out of there. Doing the things that you don't want to do. And just like, it was 5 minutes a day exercising, just taking those micro steps and gaining that momentum, and you gain confidence in yourself. And now I have had that transformation, so I know I'm not going to stay stuck in that. I know I'm not going to want to escape, because I truly do have such a beautiful life. I have a husband who adores me and loves me, and I think about what our relationship was before, and it was so bad, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for my awakening, that I can have honest, true conversations with my kids instead of just and giving them, just the advice that I thought would work, and then not even really getting to the core of the problems. All of those things, having the intelligence now to be able to communicate properly with them is I'm so thankful for it. So I am in gratitude all the time. But it's weird. It was like, I was in gratitude and a high for so long that, and it's not like I'm completely out of it, but dipping down, like I said before, those waves were like this. You dip down a little bit, but you don't go way down. And I, dip down, and I'm going to start showing up and still continue to rise. And I know that all of this, even too, was a part of what was supposed to happen on my journey. And my journey it's so beautiful. And that's the thing, is stop looking for the destination always. It's good to have goals, but live in that journey of elevating yourself and rising. Sending love always.